Hi everyone and welcome back to my kitchen. My name is Lilia and in today's recipe I'm going to show you how to make a green bean casserole. So here in the US on November 24th we celebrate Thanksgiving, so I figured what better way to make something that won't be overwhelming if we're invited to a potluck. So this creamy green bean casserole is going to be just exactly that. It's going to have some mushrooms going on, onions, and then a very crispy topping at the very end. So hope you enjoyed this recipe, and if so, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and also hit on the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my videos. Here's all the ingredients needed to prepare the recipe, and for exact measurements, don't forget to check the description portion of this video just down below. To this boiling water, we're going to add some sea salt before we add in our green beans. And I'm using some French green beans because they tend to be more tender than regular green beans. All right, the 3 minutes of cooking time were up, so I went ahead and drained these green beans and now adding them to this nice ice cold bath so they can stop the cooking process and they can remain nice and tender. So my mushrooms are cleaned off and I'm going to go ahead and slice them. I don't have a particular size, just not a huge chunk. So out of one medium mushroom, I get about 6 little slices. So I'm just going to go ahead and continue to do that with all of these. This onion I just shaved into really thin slices. So all I'm doing is just going in at an angle like this to cut this onion. It's always been the easiest way for me to do this. I'm going to bring our heat. And half of our butter is going to go in to cook in those mushrooms and the onions. All right, so this is picking up some color. Now we're going to add the garlic. I'm going to let that cook up for just about 2 minutes. So our butter's pretty much all melted now. We're going to add in our flour a little at a time. And create a roux. But we want to cook off that flour taste. Looks like it's all incorporated. Now slowly add in your stock or broth. We're going to mix in our milk. You can even use a plant-based milk if you prefer. I'm just using regular milk. Let's stir this in. And I'm going to let this cook down for about another 5 minutes on medium-high heat. But make sure that the milk doesn't stick to the bottom. Sauce is nice and thick, and the green beans can finally go in. There you go. This is where you're also going to adjust salt and black pepper pretty much to your liking, and then we're going to add in our herbs. Got rosemary and thyme. Both are fresh frozen, because I buy a whole lot of it and then whatever I don't use I just freeze. That's a little tip, by the way. It tastes better than dried herbs almost. So I'm going to mix all of this into the sauce. All right, so this is going to go straight into this little casserole dish without butter, no nothing. And then I'm going to top it off with some panko and then these crispy onions, which is, I think, in my opinion, the best part. As kids, we all civilly fought for that because it was so good. So I left this in the oven. I removed the foil and left the casserole in the oven to crisp up for a good 5 minutes, and it was good enough for me. So I do want to take this moment, since it is a Thanksgiving recipe, to say thank you to everyone that's been super supportive of my channel and that's only giving me constructive criticism. As you know, I'm a one-woman show and I still have a life to run, and well, not to shed any tears because I'm really excited to dig into this. Let's focus on this, and I can't end any video without a taste test. So, buen provecho. I'm glad I let this sit for a little bit because I would have burned myself. It is still pretty hot. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please make sure to not only subscribe, but also hit the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.